Now, while we were in Canastota, one of the guys that normally, officiates there was supposed to be doing a fight in, I think it was down in Virginia, Norfolk. But the reason why I bring that up is there was a fight there that was supposed to take place. Keyshawn Davis was supposed to go down and was supposed to defend his title. And from what I understand, he didn't make weight. He was overweight by almost 4.3. Well, I know it was almost 5 pounds.
Almost 5 pounds.
And all I can say is that, that's so irresponsible at that level. You're fighting for a championship. You know in advance when the fight is going to be. You know the title that you're fighting for. You know what weight you're supposed to come in at. You got more than enough time to do it. You understand that it's a business. I mean, it's a sport, but it's a business too. It's a job. Yes. And, and as a boxer, you have a responsibility to do your job. It's just no excuse for not making weight. And I mean, it's just, I think it's a disservice to the sport. It's a disservice to the sport. It's a disservice to the paying public who wants to come and see the fight.
When you sign that contract, that should top it off from that point on when you sign, because this is the real deal. And when we go back into boxing history, has it happened before? Yes, it has.
Yeah.
I believe Diego Corrales, when he was fighting Casamayor, I think he was overweight. Mm-hmm. And it just changes the whole complexity of the event, because now if it's just 1 pound or a half a pound, the fighter may be able to go and jog it off, because the commissioners usually give you a round.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, an hour.
Right.
But if in this case 4 pounds, how are you gonna get rid of that?
Yeah.
So it does a disservice to the promoter because of all the money he spent in promoting the fight.
Yep.
Usually, depending upon the contract, a fighter can be fined for not making weight, and it just throws too many negatives into a fight that just should take place, because you should make weight.
Right. Well, and the thing about it is, like you said, there's a contract. You contracted to do this, and that happens well in advance of the fight.
Yes.
And so, you do yourself a disservice, you do the sport a disservice. And that's the part that really angers me. Yeah. That, the sport that's been so good to you, you do that disservice. It's irresponsible.
Yes.
It's not professional. And, and you're a professional.
Yes.
You're a professional boxer. That's what you do. That's what your job is. You ought to take that serious.
You ought to take it serious. And what happens next? I mean, if I was a promoter and I've lost all this money now because you came in overweight, how am I going to feel about that when it comes to having you fight on one of my fight cards now?
Yeah.
And not only that, other promoters. I mean, that puts a dark mark on your credibility,
right?
If you can't come in on weight.
Yeah. And to make matters worse, after the fight, after all of this went down, back in the back, after the fight, he gets into a fight with a bunch of people in the back, after the fight was all over with. And I'm saying, it wasn't bad enough that you caused all of this up front. Yes. Now you get involved in a little altercation in the back, just not professional all the way around.
It's not professional all the way around. And I don't know about the lightweight division. I did a little research, and of all the fights or fighters that did not make weight, it appears that the lightweight division is the division that has more fighters not making weight.
Yeah.
The lightweight division.
Huh.
And it's sad. I mean, you have to know with time and age how your body's developing.
Yeah.
If I believe Keyshawn made the comment and said that his fight before this fight was tough for him to make weight. Well, if it was tough for you to make weight then you know it's going to be even tougher on your next fight. So either you move up on weight and just in that weight that you know is going to be tough to make so you can continue on with your career.
Yeah.
But this is a setback for him.
It definitely a setback, and you know his reputation has been tarnished. It's going to be a tall climb to get back. If he does get back, and he's going to be fighting for a lot less money than he would have been fighting.
Exactly.
You know? So,
exactly. Yeah.
Just bad all the way around.
It's bad all the way around. And the last note was we were in Canastota, and Mark Nelson was the referee that worked at the Turning Stone the night before. He was flying out Friday night and wasn't going to be a part of our team on the chat talk at the fairgrounds.
Right.
But he told me that he got a call from Top Rank that said that Keyshawn didn't make weight, and so that's a payday that he misses out on.
Yeah.